Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. Welcome to the match preview of the upcoming Carabao Cup third round clash between Lincoln City and Liverpool. Now, this is the first meeting of the two since February 1961. Wow. So it's been a long time since we have faced Lincoln City. I am joined by my very good friend Connor from the Kop Council. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. Been a lovely couple of days as a Liverpool supporter. I think we can all say that. And we've had Thiago Friday, we had Jota Saturday. Yesterday was Sadio Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing for today. Can we give a name to someone today?
I don't know.
It depends. Like, if anyone, let us know in the comments. Anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello to people. Hello to Camel Right 11. Hope you're doing very well. Chris Welsh is in. Hello, Chris. Tiago says, "How are we?" And Jota says, "What's happening?" Yeah, absolutely. It has been very, very good indeed. Hope you're both well, lads. I am tickety boo. I'm pretty sure Connor is as well.
Yeah, I am. Just freaking, I'm like kind of hangover with football at the minute because there's been so much to talk about over the last like 4 days. So it's just been an overload of like football. But apart from that, yeah, like I'm absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, there's lots to discuss. Obviously, we have Matip injury blow. We will get to that very shortly. We've also got the Brewster bid or non-bid from Crystal Palace. Basically, we'll decide what we think of that. We'll talk about Jota potentially making a debut as well in this game, and we'll go into the match preview. So first of all, as Carl Ronald has said, Matip missing Monday. Yeah, Joel Matip, unfortunately, folks, is out for another month due to injury. Oh, Connor, it just feels like Joel Matip just cannot get away from injuries, can he?
It's a frustrating thing now, isn't it, with Joel Matip? Unfortunately, another injury on top of like what's already been a chaotic injury list for him. Ever since a bit further on from this time last year, and this is why Joe Gomez got his permanent space into the starting 11. It was the fact that Joel Matip was injured and I think that is the sad point about it, because of course, like we all know that Joel Matip is a fantastic centre back, but now injuries are starting to become a problem with him, and once injuries are a recurring thing, that is usually the case then for the rest of their career. So what do Liverpool do with him? Of course, I think we'll keep him, because he is a superb centre back. But do Liverpool now need to go into the transfer market? I know that we were, myself and you as well, I know that we were both very, very happy with Fabinho's performance against Chelsea. And, I'm happy for him to stay there, for the time being, if needed. But if Fabinho got injured, or, Joe Gomez got injured again, we're only relying on two centre-backs in Virgil van Dijk and, whoever else is there. So do Liverpool go into the transfer market? Do they go and get Kabak from Schalke? It's the question. Yeah. It's the question right now. We've got Thiago, we've got Jota. Does Kabak, does he complete it? And for me, if we get, I think, one or two deals over the line, then yeah, I think Liverpool will sign a centre back this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, well, Thiago Alcantara. Yeah, he's the name on everybody's lips right now. A fantastic debut he had yesterday. There they are. LFC 2 centre-backs for Thursday, says Ballum Guy. Hello to Ballum Guy. Hope you're doing well. Hello to Sir Klopp as well. Hello to Diego C. Palace. Yes, thank you from every Liverpool fan for beating Manchester United at the weekend. That was very, very nice to see. Ballum Guy, I don't know much about Lincoln. They had Daniel Cowley as manager. Then he went to Huddersfield, and he most likely regrets that. Matip probably will need to move on if he continues to be injured. Well, I've done a bit of research on Lincoln. They are managed by Michael Appleton. Now that's going to be very, very interesting for sure. But he has been manager before. I think he was manager at Portsmouth for a wee bit as well. Blackpool was another one. He does know League One very, very well. Chris Ross says so injury prone as well. Yeah, definitely. Carl Ronald says hate to imagine what would happen if VVD got injured. Yeah, I would. As nothing is the last thing I think anyone wants to really think about as well. And Balam Guy says Lincoln City will be a decent test. They're in League One. LFC need one more centre back at least. I expect VVD and Fabinho to be rested for Thursday. I look forward to seeing Shimikas at left back. Yeah, we will come on to the the preview very, very shortly. Now, a big transfer story is developing or non-developing, whichever you want to believe. So Sky Sports News posted a thing earlier saying that Liverpool Palace had offered a bid of 19 million plus 6 million in add-ons for Rhian Brewster. Now this led to Steve Parish, this Crystal Palace chairman, coming out and denying all things about that bid. Obviously, we've got Diego C. Palace in there. Let me know your thoughts on Brewster as well. But Connor, obviously, you've done a video on Brewster. What do you make of this?
It's a strange one because I think like the top London reporter for the Telegraph as well also reported it as well and said that Brewster was on his way to Crystal Palace. This is why I did the video, because I thought Sky Sports News are a bit dodgy these days. You know, they trust people that are from Twitter and like 9-year-olds from Twitter. So, you know, it's one of these things. But then if an actual reporter that's like very, very top tier, like in that region, like for us, it's James Pearce, isn't it? And Paul Joyce, then you report on it. And then James Pearce comes out as well saying that, you know, Liverpool and Crystal Palace are in talks and things look good. Well, then, of course, then we did the video. Well, I did the video on my channel. And I was saying, you know, 19 million plus 6 million in add-ons, which obviously means 25 million altogether, which is, you know, a fantastic deal, realistically, because, you know, of course, we got 20 million up front for, you know, Dominic Solanke. And for me, Brewster has so much more quality than, you know, Dominic Solanke in that aspect of things. So it is a kind of good deal. The other bit of a good deal is that Liverpool have, well, that was reported at the time anyway, will have a £37 million buyback clause, which I thought was kind of good. And I thought that was very interesting as well. So, you know, even though, you know, we'd be, you know, if, for example, we sold him for that much and then we bought him back for the 37, you know, I know we'd be losing money, but we'd be getting, you know, a cheap world-class striker at that time, or a promising striker at least. So, you know, it's a good deal like that. But, you know, even James Pearce has come out now and said that no formal bid has been put in by Crystal Palace. He did it. So I uploaded my video, and like about 2 minutes later, he come up with that message. I was like, "You son of a gun! Like you couldn't have done this. Like you couldn't have done this like half an hour, James, before friggin' post my video." But yeah, I think there's truth there. I think it's between him. I believe it's between Palace and Sheffield United for Brewster's signature. And now I think it will, really much depend now, A, on who and where Brewster wants to go, and B, how much are both clubs willing to pay. Because realistically, this is good for Liverpool in the sense that, you know, there's going to be a bidding war for him if the two of them are serious with it. So Liverpool could end up getting more than 25 million for Brewster, you know. So fingers crossed that is the case, and fingers crossed that doesn't mean that both clubs pull out of the deal, because, you know, if two of them pull out, then I think most likely Brewster will stay and there won't be another club coming in for him in the summer.
Yeah, it's a fascinating transfer story. It really, really is. Let's see with some of your comments. Kabak, another centre back with complete transfer window for us. Yeah, absolutely. Balam guys asking Diego, do you know much about the Rhian transfer thing? Is it just a rumour? We shall see what happens. Rumour has it we are looking at another Schalke centre back deal, possibly worth 25 million. Yeah, I have heard about that. Thanks for Liverpool FC beating Jammy Chelsea. You're very welcome.
You're welcome.
was fun watching that yesterday. Irish goalkeeper Adrian will play. Last year, Adrian wasn't using the League Cup because he was the main goalkeeper at the time. Yeah, Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish on Twitter said no. I think Klopp should try and include Brewster in his plans. He could be a quality backup to Firmino. I think he's better than Greenwood. Ooh, that's a bit bold to say that. That is very bold to say that. Hello to Liz Golden. Hope you are doing well. Which was crazy. Yes, bro. Sky Sports use Twitter. What Sky sources? It's Twitter. Us Twitter lads know all about the news. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Chris Wells says, I want to keep Brewster. I love him, but the deal of the buyback clause makes sense when thinking about it. If he moves to the Premier League club and doesn't do well there, then it's paid off selling him. Yeah, Michael Edwards, again, looks like he's got an absolute gem of getting money for him. I'd like to see Brewster start against Lincoln. If he doesn't, I think the writing is on the wall, says Sir Klopp. Evening, lads. Happy Kepa Monday. Very good, Mo. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Cheers, Kepa, for your...
May long he stay Chelsea's goalkeeper, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace to the LFC fans on Twitter who said Rhian is better than Mason and Eddie. He will have to do it at Sheffield or Crystal Palace. Yeah, I was saying this to you, Connor. I think he would do better at Sheffield United because if you look at Palace, you look at their strikers. Batshuayi, Ayew, Benteke. I think Sorloth is still there as well. I think he might be on his way out anyway, but it's Wickham as well as another one. So, he's going to have to bide his time if he does go there. I still hope Brewster stays, though, says Chris Welsh. Hopefully somebody signs Origi for money. Balam guy, I'm actually going to say this now. I think Origi stays if Brewster goes. I think I was speaking to Connor about this earlier, and I think Origi does stay if he doesn't go.
The thing is, we're not going to sell both of them in the same summer. Like, even with Diogo Jota coming in, that would leave then the squad more exposed than what it was at the beginning. So we won't sell the two of them.
Yeah, Chelsea got completely robbed. 70 million for Kepa, even 20 million would look steep. Here's a wee stat for you folks. Chelsea and Everton paid a combined £101.8 million for Jordan Pickford and Kepa Arrizabalaga. Kepa was 71.8 million. Jordan Pickford was 30 million. Just put that into context. It's crazy amount of money for those two. I really like Brewster, but he needs game time, and a buyback is a good security measure. Happy if he stays? Yeah, absolutely. Did Kabak feature in Schalke's embarrassing 8-0 loss? Yes, Sir Klopp. He gave away a penalty as well. It wasn't a good day at the office for him as well. Dave's in. Hello to Dave. Hope you're doing well. Rhian looked good in pre-season and scored goals. Hello, Dave, LFC. It's all kicking off with Paris putting an end to rumours. Agree there will now be a bidding war with Sky, breaking Twitter rumours, making things worse. Parish, I think he means to say as well. James Pearce interview says Dave. I haven't actually seen that, actually. I'll need to have a
Dave, stop rubbing it in.
Oh, yeah. He's got James Pearce, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
You very lucky, Dave. Anyway,
like Dave, if you want to give his number, or always email, then that would be appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Keba's had the best assist of the season thus far, in my opinion. Yeah, it was a lovely pass to Mane. Very, very lovely as well. Harry Wilson says, Sir Klopp, keep, loan, or sell for 12 million. Ooh.
He's going for a lot more than 12 million.
Yeah, he is. I think 20 million is what Liverpool want for him as well.
Yeah, and sell. It's definite sell, because I think Klopp don't want him.
Yeah. Dave, when is your interview? Says Liz. Origi and Gini to stay for me, says Mo. Yeah, I think Gini's staying. Actually, on that, Barcelona have been banned from buying Wijnaldum because of their £510 million wage bill. That is crazy.
Can I just say I called it? I called it a week months ago, saying that they were in trouble.
It's mad. Absolutely mad. Thoughts on Minamino position for the season? Will he be a backup CF for Firmino or midfielder anyway? He's good versatile player to have at the moment. I think he starts tomorrow. We will come into obviously team new Thursday. I think he starts, but we will come into team selection very, very shortly. Yeah, Connor Wilkin, Benteke, Ayew, Mishi. Rhian needs a team where he plays. Sheffield have Sharp, the Scottish guy, McBurney, Billy Sharp, I think you mean, who won Premier League match was against Liverpool last year. Yeah, absolutely. Marco Grujic, keep, loan or sell. I think Grujic was staying as well. I think he's going to stay. I can see him staying.
I think he's going to stay because Liverpool can't get rid of him.
Yeah, that's true. They don't have an arm between them. Dave's laughing. One day the Dugout Football Channel will have Neil Jones, James Pearce, or Fabrizio Romano on the Transfer YouTube Q&A. Oh, imagine that! Wow, that would be absolutely fantastic. He won't be
Biblical
first choice.
Scenes.
He won't be first choice, but I would like him at Palace. I like Brewster, and Wijnaldum will be like an Emery Chance situation. And obviously, there is a new name on the lips of Liverpool. I'm obviously talking about Thiago as well, but Diogo Jota. Yes, will we see him make his debut on Thursday, Connor? I think I know the answer to this one.
No. I can't say that with a straight face. I honestly can't. But yeah, of course he's going to start. Like, you know, it's the easy. Like, Klopp brought on Thiago yesterday because it was an easy situation to put him in, and that's, you know, and again with Jota, you know, you put him against the League One side, sorry, you know, straight away, and you know, you get him playing the system. The thing is, and I think the big thing in the game is, does Klopp change system at all in this game? Does he try and see what he can do with the 4-2-3-1 with this group of players, or does he stick with the 4-3-3? I think he'll stay with the 4-3-3. But it's just an interesting thought to go, you know, can he change the system? And if he does, how will it work? Because, of course, Klopp can see things that we can't. You know, we're not football managers. And, you know, he'll know, you know, whether or not it'll work this season. So, you know, I think Jota is obviously going to start, you know, probably at left wing. Fingers crossed he gets a goal on his debut. And to be honest, I can't wait to see him. You know, I can't wait to see him in the Liverpool shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Carl Ronald says, Ollie McBurney, Brewster strike, forces dreams. Well, put it this way. McBurney's not the quickest, but Brewster is very, very quick. Aslas Golden says, like, subscribe, and share, people. Absolutely. Imagine if Luton Town win against Manchester United or Lincoln win against LFC. I don't see it, but in League Cup there will be a few upsets. Leyton Orient might win against Tottenham. That game is in doubt because Leyton Orient players have contracted the virus. So there's a decision being made later on this evening, and it'll be interesting to see if that will be a case of potentially Spurs getting a bye. So we'll see about that. Accrington Stanley owner will want us to play full strength. Remember him running? Oh yeah, I did. I remember that immediately, Chris. Honestly, it was absolutely ridiculous what he said. He was talking absolute drivel as well, to be honest.
Insert that like 1970 like clip. Accrington Stanley. Who are they?
Yeah. With all due respect to Piers, Doug is better than that. By the way, Thiago have to start on Thursday. Ooh, interesting. Well, we will come to obviously the team selection. It was Strawberry Town, Chris. And Chris has put his starting 11 in. We will get to that very, very quickly. And then Balam Guy says, I would like Thiago to be rested. Midfield of Grujic, Curtis Jones, and Milner midfield. So let's get into the match preview. Lincoln City. Now, they've had a very good start to the season. They have got 2 wins out of 2. They won 2-1 at MK Dons earlier this week as well. So they're sitting pretty comfortably second place. Michael Appleton is their manager, as I've said as well. Now, a few players to obviously look out for in this team. Rhian Brewster. I think everyone remembers him. Obviously, ex-Hull, ex-Sunderland. Oh, goodness me. I think he's been in and around that Lincoln City at League One kind of players as well. And there's another one, Conor McGrandles, who used to play for Falkirk. Seen him quite a lot as well. Adam Jackson is signed from Hibernian as well. So they've got some good players as well. So how do you see us going into this game, Connor?
I think, let's be honest, I think we're going to be dominant. Possession-wise, I think we're going to be dominant in terms of, making them go back for the entirety of the game. They're obviously going to play counter-attack for, I think, the majority of the game. It'll just depend. I think it does very much depend on who plays for Liverpool. Will it be a team full of, people that we're going to get rid of and, a bit of the second team? Are we going to have Thiago? Are we going to have Jota, in the mix? It's interesting. But the one thing I do want to mention is, of course, doing the thumbnails for YouTube and that, what on earth is Lincoln's badge? It's the most between the most ugliest and scariest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. What on earth is it? Every club every club should have a badge that stands out. That's the worst kind of standout. So just show Liverpool players that and they might get scared, and Lincoln may have a chance against us on Thursday. But yeah, let's be honest. If Liverpool play well, if we play, I think pretty good on Thursday, then I think we're just going to destroy Lincoln. I know that Lincoln, of course, they have some experienced players, like you said, and that. But in terms of Liverpool, it's two different classes, isn't it? Really, But upsets have been made before in cup competitions. That's nothing to be hiding away from. Things have happened in cup competitions, but maybe this might be the year because Jurgen has the squad now that he might win the League Cup finally. But I very much doubt that because he doesn't like the cups, does he?
Yeah. We certainly do have a squad now that is capable of a squad capable of obviously challenging. I totally agree with you. Let's see some of your comments. You guys got a very good player with Thiago. I wonder if Klopp will feature him more in the big Champions League ties. Yeah, he'll play Champions League for sure. Do you know any Lincoln players, either of you two? Well, I've just given you a couple. Bridcut, McGrandles, Jackson. Yeah, very interesting game, this one. I didn't know it's Lincoln, says Mo. Yeah, it is a very weird badge, to be honest. Chriswell says lineup will be a mixture of experience and young players who not made appearance yet. Possibly. We will come to that. Hello to Hawks Head. Hope you're doing very, very well indeed. Lincoln logo crest is something to do with the city town, I believe. Interesting. Carl Ronald says the Lincoln badge is up there with Burnley's Microsoft Paint 2003 badge. Oh, yes. I actually remember that as well. Harvey Elliott to be loaned out. Not from what I'm hearing. I think he'll be...
That's a definite no. Harvey Elliott isn't going anywhere this season.
Yeah, definitely. We were close in Klopp's first year, unlucky to lose on penalties, and apparently Phillips will be sold. Yeah, I have heard about that. So this is going to be very interesting, Mr. Niblet. Our team selection for Thursday. It's going to be very interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of rotation for sure. So who wants to go first?
Well, normally you copy me in these predictions.
Right.
So
I am going to go first then. So without further ado, and let me just say, obviously the last meeting between the sides was on the 8th of October 1960, but it is the first meeting since the 25th of February 1961. Absolutely unbelievable. In that time, Lincoln City have won 5, Liverpool have won 13, and there's been 5 draws in there for good measure. Now, team news is as follows. Matip and Gomez are both out. Shaqiri is expected to make this game. So it'll be interesting to see. And apparently maybe Ox might make it as well. So we'll see what happens. So my team for the game is as follows. Adrian in goal. I think Adrian will come in for Alisson. I think he will come in for Alisson. Then I've gone Neco Williams. I think Neco Williams will play at centre back, right back. I think it'll be Cumetio. And then I've gone for a bit of a question mark. I've gone Fabinho / Vandenberg. So interestingly enough, I do think it might be Fabinho. So I'm going to go for Adrian, Williams, Fabinho, Cumetio. And then we've got the new left back, Shimikas as well. Shimikas, whatever you want to say. Then I've gone for Marco Grujic in midfield. I think Grujic will start this game. And then I've gone for Curtis Jones and James Milner. And then I've gone for Xherdan Shaqiri, Takumi Minamino, and the debutant, Diogo Jota. So Adrian, Williams, Fabinho, Cumetio, Shimikas, Grujic, Jones, Milner, Shaqiri, Minamino, and Jota. So Connor, what's your team?
The exact same. I'm joking. I've gone for Adrian in goal. I think that's the one that makes sense. I think probably Karius. No. And I know that some people might say maybe Karius, but no. Neco Williams then. As Dave always calls him, Billy Lad or Cometia. I think he gets his game time. I think then it'll be Seth Vandenberg, get him some game time. I was debating whether or not putting Joe Gomez in there because apparently Joe Gomez is okay now. He's not injured, so maybe Joe Gomez might feature, but I think it'll be Seth Vandenberg, and then of course Kostas Tsimikas. Can't wait to see him playing. Then midfield, I think we're going to play. Oh, this is hard because I've been thinking about this all day, and I just can't pick who I'm going to choose. So I'm going to go with the new boy, the one that everyone's talking about, Thiago Alcantara. I think he'll start for the game. I think Thiago will start. I think Curtis Jones will play. And then I think James Milner will start as well. I think that's the midfield three. And then my front three is Harvey Elliott, Takumi Minamino, and the new boy, Diogo Jota. Mm-hmm. So that's my team.
Interesting. Who have you got on your bench? Because I've put my bench: Kelleher, Trent, Vandenberg, Keita, Origi, Thiago, Elliott.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think of a bench. Just thought of a starting 11. Probably go Kelleher, Gomez if fit, Trent, Salah, Bobby, Origi, and then Genie.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay. Get your starting 11s in the chat as I'll read them out. This is what Chris Welsh has gone. So he's gone Adrian, Williams, Phillips, Vandenberg, Shimikas, Grujic, Jones, Milner, Shaqiri, Minamino / Origi, Jota. Interesting. Right, let's move down. Balam Guy says, my team would be Adrian, Neco Williams, 2 reserve centre-backs, Reece Williams and Billy the Kid, Shimikas at left-back, Grujic, Jones and Milner, Jota, Mini and Origi, I guess. Well, interesting team selection. Sir Klopp has gone Adrian, Williams, Vandenberg, Phillips, Shimikas, Shaqiri, Grujic, Jones, Shaqiri in midfield. That'll be interesting. Elliott, Minamino, Jota, and then he's gone for his subs: Kelleher, Trent, Cumetio, Gomez, Wijnaldum, Wilson, and Origi. So that would be very, very interesting for sure. I've read that one. 1960. What a time and been a while. Yeah, it has been a while since we've last faced Lincoln City. So for sure, it would be good to see Ox get some minutes in the legs. Yeah, I don't know if he's fit though. That's the
He's
thing.
injured. Yeah, he's injured. He's still out for another 3 weeks. Or
Still another 3 weeks.
yeah, it's like another 2 or 3 weeks until he's like in first team training. Or yeah, I'd say about 2-3 weeks.
Interestingly enough. Balam Guy is saying, thanks for reminding me of Loris. Not sure if he's registered in the team though. Haha.
He is.
Mo LC's gone Adrian, Williams, Vanderberg, Cumetio, Shimikas, Tiago Jones, Minamino, Jota, Elliott, Origi. Interesting. Bench, I will go over under 23 players like Abdi, Sharif, Origi, and etc. Yeah, absolutely. Anyone check the quality of the Lincoln pitch? They may leave the grass long to hinder the Liverpool passing play. That's a very good point, Diego. That is a very, very good point. Hadn't thought of that. So Klopp says, I think Humeti will be on the bench. I like Connor's team better than mine, says Mo. Interesting. Just let it sink in. Manchester United got beat 3-1 off Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, by the way, who didn't have their strongest 11 out. That is very, very true. Very, very true. It makes it very, very funny as well. And the under-23s have a Manchester United team away on Friday, I believe, says Balam Guy. Right. Now's the time where everyone needs to get their predictions in the chat. So, Connor, what is your prediction for the game?
Like I said, I think Liverpool are going to dominate. I think, if they go, well, I think even if they go with either one of our teams, I think they'll be sound. So I'm going to go for a comfortable 3-0 win.
That was exactly my prediction as well.
He's copying me. See, told you guys, he's copying me.
I don't know if I can show you this, but yeah, there you go. 3-0.
There we go.
3-0. So
see, guys, if you've just seen the pen just quickly being written down.
No. I did this before going live.
It's probably impossible anyway to even do it in that short space of time.
Absolutely. Let's see what you guys are saying. Balam Guy, really?
Get in the bin. Get in the bin.
Get in the bin. 2-1 Luton Town also. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny as well. At Chris Welsh, I'm still buzzing, says Diego C. Pass. No doubt, mate. No doubt you are still buzzing from that game. Lincoln 1, Liverpool 4, says Chris Welsh. Lincoln 1, Liverpool 2, says Diego. So quite a narrow scoreline there. It could be very interesting. 3-1 LFC, a few goals, hopefully, says Balam Guy. And Mo LFC is saying by 2 goals. Well, we shall see what happens. Sir Klopp says Lincoln will be tricky. They've started the season impressively, but sometimes it's the struggling teams that play better in the cup matches. I'm going for a 5-0 win. Wow, that is quite ambitious because the last round they actually beat Bradford City 5-0 away from home. But it is the Premier League champions that they are facing. So it'd be interesting, but I like your optimism, Sir Klopp. Not gonna lie for sure. I don't want it to go to penalties. No, definitely not, Balam Guy. Definitely not. Hard to keep a clean sheet at the moment, especially with goals galore in the football recently. Yeah, absolutely. And Sir Klopp is saying Elliott, Minamino ×2, Jones and Origi in a 5-0. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Minamino get. It'd be nice to see Minamino gets a couple of goals. Because he has been close recently. He has been very close. Yes, and as Balam Guy said, they won 5-0 against Bradford in the last round of the Cup. But I tell you something, it's going to be a very, very interesting game because obviously we don't know anything about like Lincoln City, but obviously they are managed by Michael Appleton. Can I just say, before I go, thank you everyone to everyone who's watched my match reaction from last night. It is now sitting at 1.4k views, which is the most viewed video on the channel. So thank you very much to everyone who's obviously viewed that, which is absolutely incredible. And the views are still going up as we speak as well. Chris Welsh says Jota debut goal. I would love to think so. But yeah, guys, that is. Oh, hang on. Jota after scores debut goal. What's happening? Yeah, that would be very, very funny, wouldn't it? That'd be very, very funny indeed. Connor, it's been an absolute pleasure. Oh, actually, hello to Dominic Rich. I hope you are doing well. We will have you on the channel very, very soon. Thank you for stopping by as well. And obviously, your team have a big, big game tonight against Wolves. Very
Come on,
interesting.
Wolves.
I've gone for a draw on that one, so I don't know about that. But no, thank you very much for your advice recently, Dominic. It really has mean a lot to me, and obviously I will be starting to record more off my phone for sure as well. But Connor, big thank you for coming on to the preview to obviously preview the game with me. Where can we find you on your socials?
Just follow me everywhere that Doug just follows me around. joking. But no, thank you for having me on again, mate. Just at the Kop Council, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Just everything at the Kop Council, and hopefully I see a few of you on my channel over the next couple of days.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously go and subscribe to the Kop Council. It's a very, very good channel as well. But come and subscribe to me first.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I hate this. This is a problem, guys. This is the running meme. If you guys know, then you know. If you don't, you don't. Then it's just one of these things. Like I hate Douglas sometimes.
Chris Welsh is going boo. Dominic's laughing. Good to see. Big up Doug and Connor says Mo. Hello to Seamus. We're just about to go, but obviously, what is your score prediction for the game on Thursday? I think it's a really tough game. Lincoln City are going very, very well for sure, so it'll be very, very interesting as well. And Diego is saying thanks to Connor, and go and subscribe to Connor. He's closing in on 400 subscribers, so we're getting you there, Connor. We're getting you there
slowly but surely. It's like the what's it called? The snail with a hair. Is it that snail with a hair story or something like that?
Oh yeah. Tortoise in the hair.
Tortoise in the hair. Yeah, that's it. It's like that. That's literally me right now. It's like Doug's. Like I'm the tortoise and Doug's the thing. So yeah, my mind went blank then. But it's honestly, YouTube's just a growing progress and things like this. But I honestly love talking about football. So just football anyway. I think that's pretty much everyone that does YouTube. We just love all talking about football.
Yeah, absolutely. So Klopp is saying going to be interesting to see who hits 1K first. Well,
Doug. Doug. Doug's gonna hit 1K first.
Yeah, no worries. Mo's laughing. I just go home from work, says Seamus. Oh, that's unfortunate. But he says he will watch the replay back. Yeah, guys, if you have missed us live, then obviously do leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave us your score prediction. Leave us your team selection as well. And the two of us will reply to any comments that you have as well. But a big thank you to everyone who's obviously tuned in. And we'll see what happens on Thursday. Hopefully Liverpool get to the 4th round, where the winners will be facing Leicester City or Arsenal at home. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen there. But until then, guys, that is going to be us from for the match preview. A very, very big thank you. And I will see you all in the next one. Fingers crossed we get the win on Thursday. Fingers crossed it doesn't go to penalties. And we'll see what happens. But thank you very much to everyone in the chat. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.